Welcome back to our channel Things Simplified. Let's learn C programming. In the last session we saw how to define a function, how to call a function, how the function returns some value which we want, how to pass values to the function, that is how to pass the parameters or what we call as arguments. We also saw that even if we modify the value of the variable, that modify the value of arguments in the function, it did not affect the original values in the calling routine. That is, we saw in the main section, main function, we had defined int1 and int2. Now, even if we change the value of int1 and int2, here in add numbers function, it did not affect the values, right? We saw it with example of int1 and int2. Last time we saw. Last time what we had done is we had said int1 is equal to 200, int2 is equal to 300, right? It had no effect on the original variables defined in the main section. Now, if we want, in certain circumstances, if we want the value of the variable to be changed by the function, then there is another way out. We have to pass the variables or parameters or arguments with the address of the variable. Listen carefully, we have to pass the arguments or parameters, the address of the variable, not the value of the variable, right? So this is called as pass by reference. Now in the in the function, we have to take it as pointers, right? So we can modify the contents of the variable addressed by the address of the memory variable. Directly we can change. The effect will be seen in the calling function, right? So let us see by writing one small function wherein we can change the value of the variable, right? So now let's start. We'll say here void. Void is it won't return anything, because here in int add numbers it was returning a total, that is an int here. Now here we do not want to return anything from the function, because we are asking the function to directly modify the contents of the variable. Now we'll say increment number. These are the braces. Now we will pass the variables here itself. We will have an answer here. Okay, these are the first two. Let us comment these. Let us comment the statement. Now we will write fresh statements, right? Now I want to total int1 and int2, which are 150 here, right? And I want the answer here, or otherwise I want int1 to be changed in the function. Right now here in the main function, int1 is 100, int2 is 50. Now we will make the function to add 1 to this int1 and return the amount. Okay, and then we will check here by printing whether this works. Printf %d value after function, related function is, right? backslash n comma here int 1, right, int 1. So now before this, what we have to do, we have to call this function increment number. Now I want to change the value of int here, int 1. So what I have to do is, we have to pass the address of the variable int 1. So how to pass that address? Just place one ampersand and say int 1, right? Now that's it. Now we have to define the function correctly here. So this is a function, void function. It won't return anything. It will directly change this value of int 1, the variable which is there in the main, right? Now we'll say int 1 equal to int 1 plus 1, okay, or now here we have to use the dereferencing operator, which is called a star, int 1. Here you will have to define int star, that's right, here int star and int 1. Now here in this case, this increment number, we have defined the parameters as integer and it will be a pointer, right? So whatever the value is there in this int1 variable, in the memory address specified this by ampersand, specified this ampersand, this contains the address. Now here it will return the address here. So now we have to increment this int1, the value will be incremented by 1, like I is equal to I plus 1, int 1 is equal to int 1 plus 1, right? So but we cannot use directly the name of the variable here int 1, because it is not defined in this function. So we have to dereference it by using the star. Okay. Now we will check after calling this increment number whether the int 1 is increased by 1. Now it is 100 here. We will check it here. Now int 1, and then after calling this function, it should print int 1. It should print 101. It means that this value of this parameter, value of this variable has been changed by the function here. Now we will compile and we will check. GCC, name of the program is same, functions.c -o functions. Right? So no syntax errors, executed functions. See, 101 is the value after function, right? I have to place this after this. Percentage E, right? Value of int 1 after function is, we will compile it again and check here functions, right? Value of int 1 after function is 101, right? So it has executed this code. The function has executed this code. What does this code contain? It is only incrementing the value of the variable int 1 directly. Okay, so this is the, so these are the two ways of passing parameters to the functions.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful and informative, make sure to like the video, to show your support. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and ask questions. Subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Share this video with friends who might need it. If you encountered any issues or have any problems, please let me know in the comment section. I am here to help.